So, you all are from Buzzard Hollow. You have all just turned 6 years old this year. It is your 6th year, and summer has come. School's out, and feet bare, and you head out into the wilderness of the Shudder Mountains to seek, adventure and treasure, and just to get into trouble. Well, let's see here. Actually, I'm going to start with this. Now, wait, what did you say Jed's personal quest was?
To have, what was it, fake his own death and get an awesome funeral?
All right. So here you all are about your trouble. Talking about berries and, coming up with a scheme. Make it seem like Jed died real good. And you're trying to do that. And you're out in town. Buzzard Hollow is the name of the town. It's this little town. It's got about 100 people living in it. Road running through it. It's got a shade tree garage. Got a few stores. And you're talking down the streets, coming up with this scheme, and you bump in around a corner to a man. He startles, like unnaturally startles, and he runs off. Doesn't make any sense.
Like Emma Jane opens her mouth like this, like as if she's gonna say like sorry, mister, and then she sees him runs off and is just kind of stood there, mouth still open.
Yeah, sure, Abby. He's a preacher here in town. Walking by when this happens, shakes his head. Says, "Oh, that's Mr. Walmley. He was a good man. He was a good man before that happened."
What happened?
Problem with kids or something?
Ain't nobody ever talked to him about it. He's awfully quiet now. Stays off by himself. Lord, he was sitting. He had a business out of town and everything. He was courting old Silva Mox years ago. Now he never leaves that shack. Now,
Is
tonight.
he haunted?
Tonight, this is what we're on about. Okay, so this summer, of course, you went, checked on him for your own reasons. Where'd it go? Let me see if I can show the players. There we go. You go to that shack. It's not haunted. The shack, it is disused though. Tires stacked up outside. The grass has grown up real high. Probably snakes everywhere in the grass. And just a bunch of junk outside. In the summer air, you
Are
can
there any
hear.
twigs nearby?
Yeah, absolutely.
I grab a twig and I poke Jed.
All right, you poke Jed.
You got
What's
bit by a
he poking me
snake.
for? Oh, okay.
Snake bite.
Yeah, okay. Tall grass, they're everywhere out here.
The door is cracked to the shack. You can hear Byard Walmley still inside, whimpering, crying. And he just says, and there's lights everywhere flickering inside in the shack, cracked door. He's like, never Never again, never again, never again, never again. Gotta keep the lights on, gotta keep the lights on. He's just muttering to himself.
Well, I want to see see what lights he's talking about. Creep up.
Okay.
Well, I mean, those lights.
You creep up. Go ahead.
I'll actually confidently march up to the door and knock on it. Mister, are you okay?
And I try and hide from
Jed tries to sneak, and then Emma Jane strides forward and just like, the door creaks. You can feel that this door is almost about to fall off. This place has not seen repair in many years. And he startles again. And he raises his hands as if you're going to hurt him. And inside of the room are just like candles and lanterns and flashlights and strands of extension cords leading into light bulbs. This looks like some kind of freakish Christmas ornamentation decoration, except they're all just like old-fashioned, where those bulbs, you know, like with the, you know, just old-fashioned light bulbs hanging everywhere. And the whole room is just bright to your eyes and casts thin, narrow, knife-like shadows where the lights move against different objects.
And it's the middle of the day, I take it.
Yeah, it is the middle of the day, except he's just been sitting in this shack for a long time. And yeah. Old power lines run from this place.
Do you want pancakes, mister?
Pancakes? She used
It's close enough to breakfast. Always good for pancakes.
She used to
My
shoot.
mama's gonna go make pancakes tomorrow, and I can bring one out to you.
She used to cook pancakes. She used to cook pancakes.
I'm gonna bring you a pancake tomorrow.
And he cries.
Who used to cook pancakes?
Silva.
Oh yeah. Who's her? Okay. Wait, who's Silva?
Now, you all know everybody in town, and everybody knows you. So, Silva Moss is a Mox. She's a what would you call a spinster, old lady who never married.
Mm-hmm.
She lives house here in town, and place reeks of cats. Smells. Cats run around outside everywhere. That's the only Silva Mox you know of. Anyways.
Do you not like cats, mister?
I love cats.
You got too many candles over. I wouldn't trust cats in this place. I mean, there's the wires. They get all tangled up. I can see that be a problem.
No, I gotta keep it lit.
So
Can't let the light go out.
In your shed, is what I'm hearing.
I gotta keep it
Well,
lit.
maybe if we get him a cat with really short fur, then the cat won't. Then nothing bad will happen to the cats.
Maybe.
We'll get like one of those short-haired cats.
Silva, she likes cats. No. I appreciate you, children. I don't want you to get hurt, though. Might be best you just leave old Byard here by himself. He starts weeping again.
I'm intrigued. Well, how might we get hurt? Is there something dangerous going on here that... It'd be a shame if I got hurt and everybody cried over me. I don't know.
And here, I'll say that you can make a low turn roll.
Okay.
What's
So
your
that means
what's
I
your
wanna
turn
roll.
currently?
My turn currently is 3.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I need to roll above a 3? Is that how it works?
So you'd have to roll below a 3 on a 2d6. So you have
Okay.
2. Yeah, you have a 2 in whatever the bell curve chance is to do this.
Okay.
The very far end of the bell curve.
Let's see. Should I roll in the? I guess I can roll. Doesn't matter. But I have. Let's see. 2d6 or just a.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, not even close. Now, so he this makes him just like bawl, and he just starts crying. And your turn goes to 2. Now, he does. Someone's offering him berries, pancakes. Someone else is like, so he starts to explain. He says, I don't want her to get hurt. That's why the curse is falling on me. Do you know what they used to call Moonricket Bridge?
Have we heard about Moonricket Bridge?
You've never heard about Moonricket Bridge.
I'm just, no, don't.
I just stare at him like dumbfounded.
They used to call it Lover's Bridge. I was gonna propose to her. And then he found me. They say he was a traveler, bound to meet his sweetheart over in the next hollow when he was on his way there. Met with a gang of robbers on that bridge. They cut his throat. Stole everything he had, threw his body in the creek. And the ring he promised his love is still there somewhere. Now he haunts the bridge, and anyone that falls in love, that sees him, he slays their lover.
That's scary, mister. That's real scary.
So I'll be fine because I haven't anything to do with no girls, so I'm fine. I'll be perfect.
Yeah, because boys have cooties.
So long as that ghost is there, I can't never see her again. I can't let her get hurt.
There's ghosts.
And he starts muttering to himself and tweaking the lanterns and trying to make it brighter and brighter and brighter. I don't know if you've ever had like something like a flood lamp. Mm-hmm. And yes, it's daytime, but if you have an overpowering light, you'll even have like I don't know, like you can see like almost like this actually. Look at how my hand is. See all that brightness? Mm-hmm. You'll have these slivers of light and stuff and beams of light and everything, and it is very bright in here. And Byard Walmley is about making it bright even when he sleeps, and hoping that he never brings this curse to his love. And
maybe we go ask him real nice if he can leave.
I want to go see a ghost.
And that is that's the conspiracy for the night. But before we go, you're here. Whoa, that's too loud. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't think it'd be that busy anyway. You're here in Buzzard Hollow. If there's anybody you want to talk to, anything you want to do to prepare, I can, in this case, won't be hard to find somebody that would point you toward Moonricket Bridge. You find out it's not far away, out of town. But here you are at your front porch, and Buzzard Hollow lay around you. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I find another stick and poke Jed. Snake bite.
I fall down, start shaking. Anybody watching, seeing there's no audience, I get up.
Nobody's impressed with Jed's snake bite death yet.
We'll work on it. We're gonna make it real convincing.
Yeah, maybe I
It's
figure out
gonna be
some way
a
to
real
foam
good
them out. I don't know.
snake bite.
I don't know. That's yeah.
All right. I can tell you. Let me see here.
Like maybe there's those like what do they call them? In the river, and the snakes in the river. The
Water moccasins.
Yeah, the water moccasins.
Some water moccasins in the river, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we can ask one of them to bite you.
I don't really want to get bit, but okay, yeah.
Well, we can ask nice. Hey, just pretend to bite you.
Yeah, maybe we can find a dead one, and then I could and then we'll workshop it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing I know.
This is terrible.
This is the First Sovereign Church from where you are right now. You're here at your front porch. I'll put your front porch in town, so adventures will start there. You got a bunch of other farms around here where other people from Buzzard Hollow live. Many of whom are cousins or second cousins, other relatives. And you got a whole bunch of farms, different families, the mayor's house down here, and let's see what else is down here. Old Dunn Hopper's farms over here, and there's a general store. There's a shade tree mechanic shop. But there's nothing there, and there's the old Oakman's Pond. It's got real big frogs in it. And you got this creek runs through town. And that creek goes up off out where it starts getting into hills and forests. You can see off in the distance. Smoky haze lay at the bottom of the hills. The summer air is full of loud crickets. Anybody you want to talk to or anything you want to do before you head out?
Do you want to go cricket catching?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we're gonna go cricket catching.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet there's some real big crickets in the fields.
Get a good cricket, and then hope that to catch a frog, and use a frog to catch a snake, and then we just work our way up. I don't know how we get to ghost, but what catches a ghost or scares a ghost? Well, I just want to see a ghost. And I'm like, so I got my flute. I guess I like looking through it because I can see ghosts through it. And then I don't know. I'll pretend it's a dinosaur horn every now and then. Stomp around.
Oh, is that a ghostian flute?
Yeah.
It's one of them ghostian flutes.
Yep.
I don't know what to say about that. You can see a ghost.
I don't see any around town. I'm like looking through it like a spyglass or something. And
Nope.
Like, oh, I don't see any ghosts.
Ain't no ghosts in town. But
see, it works because they wouldn't be here.
Off.
Just I can't see the map anymore. It went away.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that.
Oh yeah.
Let me do a new Anne here so that it's somebody that everybody can see. How about that?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. So Buzzard Holler is down here. And you got these mountains up here where Chimley Rock is off in the distance. The creek runs up to the river, and about 1.5 miles, 2 miles away, Whirlwind, there's a covered bridge. Sure enough, you look through that flute, you see a man walking around out on that bridge.
Pull the flute away, he's not there. Pull it up and he's there. Is that...
Yep.
So I was like,
You
yep.
see a ghost, Jed?
Yep, we got us a ghost on that
Yeah,
bridge.
can I see? Can I see?
Well, I guess
And I like grab, basically try to grab his flute.
That's my horn. Ah.
It's not too hard to grab it from Jed.
And then I want to go look at the
Six-year-old
ghost, too.
girl is unnaturally stronger than a 6-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So you yank the ghost flute and look through it, and sure enough, you see the same thing. See an old cover bridge down there at the Whirlwind River crossing. And you look through the flute and you see a man out there just standing out on the edge of that bridge. And then
Well, I'll be.
look away, look outside the flute, and he's not there.
I give the flute back to Jed. Well, you're the ghost expert, so how do you want to do this?
Well, now I'm kind of like, I talk a big game, but now I'm kind of terrified. Well, so what did Byard say? Something about Mike got murdered on the bridge. So maybe I don't know if I don't know if I want to approach a ghost that might have murdered somebody. Wait, I guess I was a little confused. I should have.
Oh
asked
no,
more
he got
questions.
murdered.
Right.
He got his throat cut and dumped in the river, just like
Oh. So you won't see a dead body? I guess it's probably I guess Mr. Womley is pretty old, so I guess it'd probably be a really old body. So I guess we'll go.
I mean, I seen a dead squirrel once.
Yeah.
I guess that's a dead body.
Yeah.
All right. Emma Jane is super chaotic, so Jed, I pick you. Where are we going?
I guess
Pure chaos.
I guess we'll walk. We'll see. We'll just ask this guy.
And yet Jed's turn is too. Maybe this is why. Sorry, what were we gonna say, Lane?
So I guess I'll creep up to the bridge and try and get a better look at this ghost and see if we can see if he,
Yeah, I'm following
stealthily-
Jed and creeping after him.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
get a closer look to him. I only kind of creep up to the bridge and kind of using the flute like a spyglass until I can kind of get a look and try and see and make out any characteristics of this guy.
Also,
Right.
Ross, we all need lemons in our party.
Lemons, yeah. Indeed. Yeah, fair enough. So you got a couple ways to get there. You see this tree line over here in the distance and a little range of hills, and you can make your way out through there, come back around. Well, it's not gonna let me draw like this. Or if you wanted, you could make your way out across these cornfields.
So how close do the cornfields get to the bridge? Would I be able to peek out of the cornfield and spy the bridge with cover?
Sure. It's right
Okay,
here.
That's what I'm thinking. Just get to spy out this ghost before we go, asking him questions or anything.
All right.
Okay,
See if he seems
are there any
safe.
mice in the cornfields?
Let me see. What the? Oh! Let me get Emma Jane back. All right, so you go this way, and I guess I didn't put the dice module on this. I'm sorry. So I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, that went well. There are no mice in the fields that you can find.
Damn.
Yeah. And as you get closer, Jed...
I wanted to find a mice to stick down Jed's shirt.
Or Jed's going to disappear this summer.
I'm kind of feeling like that.
And Emma Jane's going to make it happen.
Yep.
So, Jed, you look through your...
Emma Jane is just chaotic.
Yeah. You look through your...
She is the wild child of the family.
You look through your flute again, same thing happens.
Okay. So, does he, like, I guess I'm going to say, is there anything, like, blood gushing from his throat? How gruesome is this ghost? Does it just look like a normal guy, or does it
No,
look like his throat was slashed?
You probably need to be within 100 to 50 yards to be able to see that.
Yeah, that's what I figure. So there's no cover from the cornfield to the bridge then, huh?
Oh, it's plenty.
Okay. I'm going to keep sneaking closer until I can... as close as I can before there's, just a wide open space between me and the bridge.
Do you agree with that, Emma Jane? You guys going to try to sneak?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're
Jed's a ghost expert, so I'm going to do what he does.
Okay. So to do that, you'll want to roll a high work roll because you'd have a low work stat. So you want to roll high.
Okay.
Because you're trying to be real sorry about it instead of being brave. You got a 4. What's your work?
My work is a 3.
Is a 3. All right. So your work goes up to 4.
Okay.
And you succeed. You're able to sneak all the way up. No problem.
Pull the...
Hold on just a second.
Imagine crawling through the corn, trying to be, sneaky, and then like, oh wait, pull it every now and get that spy out and make sure he's in the same spot.
Now I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, that obviously Jed knows, because he's an expert ghost hunter / dinosaur / miner / flute musician. Obviously, you can't go ghost hunting during the day. That's just silly. You gotta go ghost hunting at night. So you waited till sundown. I forgot.
Makes sense.
Forgot to mention it's nighttime. Okay. So you get up here, and
We can't see anything, by the way.
oh gosh,
It's real dark in this corn.
I can fix this. There we go. Oh, it's still. Let me fix it. Let's see. Why? 30. There we go. Maybe 30-ish. Yeah. So here you are. Easy. No problem. Find a place to sneak up. And just so happens that you see it. Let me find it. I maybe didn't put it in here. That's unfortunate. Oh wait, no, I did put it in here. Here you go. Looks like this. Get close enough. And let's see here.
Does look like maybe that throat is cut. I can't tell.
Yep. I'll describe him. Hold on just a second. Shadows collect on the eaves of the bridge. A hoot owl cries. It echoes across the empty interior. Creak sounds sinister. Think you hear wild animals among the brush. Then you look through your flute as you get closer. There he is, still standing. And you can see that he just stands watching. Lidless eyes they seem to go into nothing, like white. And stands, long jacket, looking back and forth. Doesn't seem to notice you. And you can see the injury that killed him in life. This right here, yeah. A gash across his throat.
Yeah, there's a ghost out. He's I'll pass. And Jed clearly creeped out and we'll pass the flute over.
Okay.
I'll go look, and that's also that's scary. Yeah, that's real scary.
Yep, there's a ghost.
Emma Jane, who's actually probably been pretty brave up until this point, is like shaking.
I agree. And in fact, actually seeing a real ghost at night, I think you're going to have to make a low heart roll.
Okay. So I need to roll above or below?
So you'll want to roll below. Let me make sure I have this right. Yes, because this is for having high hearts. You want to roll low. So below.
Okay, yep, that failed.
Okay, so I matched mine. Is that good? So I have a 7 heart.
All right, you cancel hers, and you get to make a choice in the scene right now. What do you want to happen?
Oh, okay.
Everyone also gains 1 heart. Everybody.
So, no, I mean, my first thought at this point is now that we're close and seeing it, like, I just want to get out of here and get before it sees me. So, I'm thinking, I mean, unless you got other ideas, I mean, do you want to talk
run?
to? I'm run and scurry and down back into the corn downstream away from him.
Well, you are not in danger of being seen. That's clear to you. Just to be clear, right now.
Okay.
He does not see you.
So what direction is he looking in? Is he like looking? So he's not seeing us. You said, is he like looking around? Like
looking around. Yep.
Is he facing us, or is he facing the?
He is facing towards you all. Yeah.
Okay.
Jed, if you want to run, Emma Jane will run with you.
Yeah, I'm thinking I want to run.
All right. Okay. I was going to say you have a high heart. Yes. Okay, so you flee, no problem. But ultimately, what do you want to do?
I guess I want to kind of. I mean,
Let's go.
so I'm thinking we want to investigate the creek.
All right.
He's looking like down, like, so.
Then you get that. Because it is your scene right now. So, you want to investigate the creek. Whoops, I don't want that.
Check those water moccasins if they're at night, but mostly get away from the ghost before.
Alright, so you make it to the creek bed. The ghosts didn't see you. What do you want to do next?
Well, he said something about a ring, right?
Yeah, that he lost his ring.
Okay.
So maybe if we find the ring, he'll stop haunting everybody.
Yeah. So, somewhere there. I said you want to see a dead body. I guess maybe. Well, he got his throat cut. He didn't drown, but maybe he's on the bridge. As we start looking for where a body might have washed, would it go downstream? I guess?
You guys got any knickknacks or any powers? Not just powers, but also lore signs, or faiths that could help you. Faiths won't help you, actually. Faiths just adjust your attributes, but a lore, a sign, or a power. But you can certainly search the creek, but I want to see if you have anything that's just going to be like, I got a thing for this.
I got animal signs if I was going to look for snakes, I guess.
Yeah, now, I want to step back. Emma Jane, you said you were looking for mice earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have anything for that? I didn't want to cheat you out of it. Did you have
No.
like a... Okay, like I didn't...
No, I
okay.
didn't want to see if there's any mice so I could put it down Jed's shirt.
Makes perfect... All right, I rolled for it. Okay, so now, Jed...
She is still freaking chaotic.
Jed, you do find some animal signs. Tells you there's some strange things here. So you see along this creek bank here, in the stones, lizards. Lizard feet. Now, there's some lizards, okay, in the Shudder Mountains. And these footpaths for these lizards, they go along the bank, and then you got this long extension of the bank here, and there's lots of lizard footprints all along where these stones are that go on the edge of this bank. But these lizard prints are like this big.
Ooh, it's like dinosaurs.
You're like
found my people.
You found your people.
Got it. So I was like kind of stomp around a bit quietly, but like I'm pretending I'm stomping, but I'm actually going pretty light-footed, like dinosaur. Like we gotta look into this.
You put your feet in the lizard footprints?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, well, Emma Jane, his feet are way smaller, and they do not fit that, and they don't look like lizard feet. But you follow the lizard footprints, and you make it to where you see a cave entrance. And it looks like this washes up, it'll flood, and this will fill up like a reservoir, and then it'll drain out, and so this cave space probably floods sometimes. It's been dry enough here in the summer for a while where there's big lizard prints that go off into this cave.
Is that a dinosaur nest?
Get my mining pick. I heft that out, put on my helmet. It's like, all right.
What do you think, Emma Jane?
That's a dinosaur cave.
It's a dinosaur cave.
Do we have like a flash? We have flashlights. We didn't.
Oh yeah, you got your flute. Your flute's your flashlight.
Yeah, I just realized we came out at night. We didn't have flashlights before we left town. That was or anything see in the dark. But
what if you asked a sprite from the fairy world in the rock to light your way? I don't know. You do not have lights. It's true. You don't have a flashlight or anything, as far as I know.
I'm not a nocturnal dinosaur.
My one weakness. Yeah, it's cast in moonlight, but indeed the cave is dark.
Yeah, I can certainly use my ability, and I'll sit down outside of the cave and kind of clap my hands together like I'm praying, like I see Mom do a whole bunch. And it's like, fairies, fairy godmother, I know you're out there. I know you're listening to me, and I got one wish for you. Can you please send a little fairy to be our light so we can go explore this dinosaur nest, please? Pretty please, with cherries and sugar on top.
The rock lights up.
Fairy lights.
It's a fairy! I pick up the rock and I hold it, and this is gonna be our light now.
This is our light now. Let's see here. Maybe this one. I don't like that one as much. Let's do this one. And also let's do this. And let's do this.
And I'm holding this light above my head as high as as high as like my little arm can reach.
All right. Yeah, you do that.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Oh, that's another one. That's a faith. I don't remember if I included that one. Okay, so here you go. You go into the cave, and
I don't think it's. I don't think it's in there.
Let's see here. Let me find it. I have to make some rolls. Interesting. Okay. You have your rock cast in fairy light. You hear the damp sounds of cavern noises echoing as your feet softly squish into the sediment. Squish, squish. As you start going in.
This is icky.
And you hear a voice in the darkness. Hello? Hello? Who's there?
Hi, Mr. Fairy.
Just a dinosaur. Another dinosaur.
I'm not a fairy, and you're not a dinosaur.
I can't believe you would say that.
I look over at Jed in disbelief. He's a real dinosaur.
I guess I also will look through my flute real quick, make sure there's not a ghost in this.
You look, you don't see a ghost. You do see a shape off in the darkness, but it's, somebody's hiding back there. There's two figures, and the other one's like, oh, what if he is a dinosaur? And then the other one's like, that's ridiculous. He doesn't look like a dinosaur. Well, actually, he does kind of look like a dinosaur because you've got your costume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, he does kind of look like a dinosaur. There haven't been.
And I'm a fairy princess.
And there's a princess here? There's no princess here. That doesn't make any sense. There haven't been dinosaurs or princesses here for a long, long time.
How do you know that, mister?
They can hear us talking, Storp. Well, look, we don't mean you any trouble, but this is our cave, and don't hurt us. Please don't come in here. Please don't hurt us.
You got a dinosaur?
Can one dinosaur not just enjoy a nice cave of another? Or if you're not a dinosaur, then what are you doing in this dinosaur cave?
All right, so you would make a high turn roll because you're a low turn.
Okay.
Your turn cannot go lower, I think, right? It's a 2?
It's a 2 right now,
yeah.
So 2d6. You gotta be kidding me. I just rolled a 2.
Okay, well, you get to choose how you want this scene to succeed. You tell me what you want.
I guess
and each of you lose 1 turn, except for Jed, who's at 2.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna just kind of walk in there like a dinosaur and say, "Come, I need to investigate, make sure it meets all the. If this is not a dinosaur hole, I need to confirm that, and then we'll be on our way."
You tromp in there, and sure enough, there are these huge lizards that are bipedal, and they and they're scared of you, and then they're scared with each other, and then they're scared of you, and they have nowhere to run. You've backed them into this cave, and they're scared. They're huge lizards, and they're scared.
Is anybody screaming yet?
Yeah, the two lizards they're screaming.
They scream, and then I go.
They're even more scared now.
So it's just kind of like,
They pee their lizard pants. They're so scared. What did you want to do scaring them? They have nowhere to run.
I know.
They comply with your demands.
I mean, is there anything else in here other than these lizards?
Well, there's two things. First of all, the lizards, they after they stop screaming and shaking and holding each other, the two lizards are holding each other. And they say, "Please don't hurt us. We thought we'd found a place to run from that ghost."
Oh, you're running from the ghost.
Behind them, at the end of a short tunnel as it starts to narrow down into a tight reservoir, you can see sticking out of the sediment are old bones.
I'm gonna say we're scared, not running from the ghost too. No, we're not running from. I told you there was a dead body.
Is that what a dead body looks like?
At least parts of it. We can get a closer look.
Yeah, let's go closer.
Okay. So
Excuse us, misters.
They're holding
Mr.
each other
Dinosaur.
and shuffling off to the
Careful,
side
cousins.
as you guys are coming in. Yeah.
We must be distant cousins.
If you do you just like try to get past them? Is that your goal? I want to make sure. Okay. So if you're moving past them, they shuffle past you. They're holding each other, and then as soon as you're on the far end of the cave and they're on the near end, toward the entrance, they just run off into the night, into the dark, screaming. This place
they're not very good
sucks.
dinosaurs.
There's ghosts and dinosaurs and princesses here, and they run away.
Oh, I was really excited to meet some other dinosaurs, but
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I mean,
You scared them.
I guess they were herbivores, and I'm clearly a carnivore. Even though sometimes this is the Triceratops one, but right now it's not, I guess.
Are you that big one like the T-Rex?
Well, yes, yes I am. Clearly, I just scared off these guys. So, Thunder Lizard here. That's what T-Rex means.
Wait,
Kids
really?
bragging about all the dinosaurs.
That's so cool.
And then now I'm like, oh, I guess I've got my mining pick, and I'm gonna kind of tentatively poke the body or the bone. Or the bones?
Okay.
I'm kind of like leaning over as much as I can, trying to like give him some light by holding my stone over the bones.
Okay. Well, that works. That works great. You're able to hold up your fairy lit stone, and it casts light onto the pile of sediment the bones are buried in. And using the pick, it's easy. It's not hard at all to just sort of create a little tiny avalanche, and it reveals the bones, which parts of it are still intact. It is missing its skull. Some of the limbs are gone. Some of the parts of the skeleton are stiffened with mud. It's been here for a very long time. And there is a shirt, which is also dry rotted and kind of stiff. Within the shirt, you see an old pocket with a hard object.
But you're a boy, so you can go get it.
Okay, and I mean, your family are faith healers. It's okay. It's not like desecrating the. I'm sure it's fine. I just get into kind of poke it with the.
Mama said you gotta be buried in the graveyard. And this one ain't buried in a graveyard.
Maybe it's a dinosaur graveyard.
Well, graveyards got crosses, and there's no cross here.
Ah. Should we put up a cross? Maybe I mean, I don't want to have to touch it too much, but I also want to see what's over here. Do we get some sticks? Maybe like.
No, I got a
on
cross.
it?
She pulls out like her little cross and like kind of I guess tries to like stick it in the mud nearby.
You stick it in the mud nearby, and that happens.
All right, so now we can do what we want with him because now he's. Is that how this works?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, try not to touch him. Get my pickaxe though, and kind of. I guess you said there was a hard object. I'm gonna kind of poke that. I have to kind of pull open the shirt. It's like, you want to reach in there, or do I need to tear it?
I mean, well, I'm holding the light, so I mean, I don't want to drop my rock.
Oh, you said this is boys' work, but
yeah, this is what your papa does.
Okay. No, I guess I'm just gonna keep poking it with the.
What are you trying to do? What's your intention?
Well, you said there was a hard object on the shirt, so I'm just kind of scratching that, trying to see if I can get a better look at it without touching it. Like, even if I'm just having to rip the shirt a little bit, kind of tear into it.
Yeah, that's not hard to do. The shirt is dry rotted. You're able to pretty easily rip open the pocket. Out comes tumbling a shiny golden ring, still in good condition, given how it was stuck within the shirt all this time and kind of, stuck there. The golden ring is made in an antique style with filigree and designs on it. It's quite beautiful. You reckon it's probably worth $3.
Oh, that's a lot of money. So here's another thought. These bones, I guess, as a kid, I may not, but do you think we could take a bone and say that that I was horribly injured, and this is all that's left? If I lay low for a while, you think that would work? Probably not.
Well, that would be mean to do to him, because I mean, he's supposed to have all his bone.
Well, clearly some of them already been taken. It looks like. With my knowledge of animal signs, can I see if animals have gotten at it over the years, or is it?
What are you trying to do?
So I'm just thinking. So you said some bones were missing and stuff. So I'm thinking I've got my animal signs ability. So can I tell? Is it like animals have been at this body over the years and taken parts away, or is it just so old?
Are you asking because you're going to try to reconstruct the body or something?
Well, she said that he needed all his bones, and my argument being like, some of them are already missing. Animals have already gotten to him. One more won't hurt nothing.
I see. Yeah, it's very clear that parts of him are pretty permanently missing, and probably due to just having been washed away over time.
So there's having once been there's a push and a pull for a weird boy in the woods. You kind of want to take a bone with you, but you also don't want to touch something that gross and dead.
All right, Emma Jane, what are we doing next?
Well, there were those lizards, so maybe they got bones, and maybe their bones will be a little bit less gross, like if they left bones behind. So I'm gonna go back towards where we first found the lizard people.
Okay.
Because I do agree, we should bring back some bones. Like, that sounds like a great idea. So we're, I guess, so still in the cave, but trying to check out, like, that first spot that we met them.
You look around for a while. You're absolutely unable to find bones. It's clear to you that parts of this body have long since washed away. And to reemphasize, this has been here for a very, very long time.
I guess, well, we got the ring. I guess we should, well...
Can ghosts wear rings? Do you think that'll make the ghost go away?
Maybe should we give it to the ghost now that, now? Or do we take it to the ghost or Mr. Womley?
I think we should give it to the ghost.
Okay.
Because and then we can ask the ghost to leave Mr. Womley alone.
You make a good. And see, so now the ghost.
See, I use my thinking cap.
Ring, right? Okay, that works.
All right. You make your way back across the creek. Now, it's no problem getting back to this point. And you're able to make it stealthily back to the ghost. Uh-oh.
I
Let me do it.
I put the stone in my pocket so we're not like emitting light everywhere.
Oh goodness. Let me see if I can figure this out. Wild. I cannot open this scene. Oh, because I'm on the scene. Here we go. All right. Now, at this point, the ghost is there. No need for a flute. You can remain hidden if you wish. Yeah.
I guess we got this ring. Do we?
Do you want to give it to him, or are you going to be scared? Are you going to be a scaredy cat?
I'm no scaredy cat. I'm a dinosaur. I can. Yeah, you know what? I'm a dinosaur. I'm ferocious. I'm gonna try and puff myself up so I'm not afraid of this ghost. And I got a ring.
There is no worse insult as a 6-year-old than scaredy cat.
Yeah, and you just called me a scaredy cat, so I'm not. So I'm just gonna. Roar!
You just stomp out. This is your one stomping for the session. It works.
Yeah.
You stomp. Excuse me. Oh no, I'm out of stuff to drink. You stomp out in front of the ghost. The ghost sees you now, turns its lidless eyes towards you, raises a ghostly finger, points at you, raises his other hand.
Take it. And I'll just, like, I'm gonna slam it in his hand, and then I'm like, whoop, drop it.
You drop it, and you can see through the hand, right? But it catches in midair, even though you can see through the hand, as if the ring is held in midair by this ethereal, ghostly hand. Reaches back, puts it in a ghostly pocket, turns down the creek bank, and starts walking away.
I didn't desecrate your corpse. I thought about it, and I didn't do it.
You can see him walk away down just about 100 feet down this creek bed, and there's just a glade open, one tree out in it, and a cemetery. It begins to glow, and then you see something. Give me a moment.
Oh, also, she put a cross by it. So, you're welcome.
Next to old worn stone marker is another ghostly figure. The second spirit, an elderly woman in a colorless homemade dress. Her hair thin, her face wrinkled, with many eons of sorrow. She seems oblivious, but as the traveler ghost steps into the graveyard, the woman's spirit looks up and gazes on him. A look of shock forms on the old, worn face. The traveler gets down on a bended knee, his mouth moving with unheard words. He extends his hand and displays the ring to her. And she is no longer an old woman. He no longer an old, ragged body of a man with a cut throat. Instead, the woman's form becomes that of a carefree young woman in her late teens, a coronet of woven wildflowers on her brow. She clasps the now young man's hand, and lifting him to his feet, embraces him, glistening with spectral tears that stream down their faces. They look into each other's eyes for a moment before they turn back to the bank toward the bridge. And they stand together holding hands and wave farewell to you as they fade away into the moonlight above.
That's so sweet.
I guess that was worth $3 that we didn't get.
Let's see here. Let's do this and this. Actually, let's go here. Now, you return empty-handed, but in time, several things happen. You're able to make it back home, so anytime we travel, we have one of these sessions, you can just make it back to the front porch. I'll skip ahead and tell you some of the things that have happened. First, no ghost is ever again seen on Moonricket Bridge. But some say now that instead, young lovers walk the road at night, sometimes see warm, welcoming lights instead in the ruined cabin, and hear the sounds of laughter drifting among the fireflies. And by that next summer, because you all are about to turn 7, Byard Walmley moves out of his old house. Moves into a house full of old cats. They say that they got married, they eloped. The old preacher, he don't say much about it. Everything's kept kind of quiet. But Byard and Silva live together the rest of their days.
Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, that was worth $3.
And let's see here. Now, real quick before we finish tonight. Let's see here. That fall and winter, y'all turned 7 years old. Except for Jed. Jed had a whole trick about how he was wanting to have an awfully good funeral. Now, he was a dinosaur. He had met his people, his dinosaurs. You tell me, but I got the chart here. It says that if you have a turn below 2, you remain forever in the fairy world. And no one sees you again. What happens to Jed?
I guess he just stomped off in some dinosaurs that, you know, he went off and he made friends. I don't know, those lizards that he's talked with. He went and convinced them he was a dinosaur after all, and they were distant relatives, and followed, and they were off living some sort of dinosaur fairy world.
To you, Imogen, that was what he said. But the fact is, you never see Jed again. That being said, you turned 7.
Okay.
And that coming spring, your rock grows new powers. What is your rock's new power? You can roll for it or pick.
So I imagine over the year, you kept hearing Jed talk about how he's hanging out with his dinosaur friends. And he's going.
No one believed Jed.
No one believed him, but he'd be out longer evenings before he come back.
No one believed Jed.
And over the rest of the year, he'd be out longer until he just didn't come back.
I think the new power is that when I shake the rock, it roars like a dinosaur in memory of Jed. Because I made sure he had a real good funeral.
Nice. Yeah, so it now gains the... yeah, that's what it does, yeah. And...
so, is that Jed roaring from the fairy world since he disappeared into it?
Yeah, probably. And that ends our tale for the night.